Okay, so today is Mr. and Mrs. Clark and Percy, and I'm sure for most of you, you've some of you have gone through this topic, but it's a way of trying to do revision with some of you just for you to remember, and you can also get to know some really useful words. Now, from this topic, you're going to see some new words, some words. The first on the page is we have clothes, we have cardigan, there's coats, you have dress, you have jacket, you have jeans, shirts, shorts, skirts, and so on. Now, that's for the first one. You take a look at the pictures. You see, this is a picture of some clothes that is, on a rack. We call this a cloth rack, and this is for hanging clothes. Now, I want you all to take a look at the second. We're going to the second page, and as it continues, these are just some words uh, referring to clothes. You have suit, you have a sweater, you have which is also a jumper, and you have a top. Usually, it's referred to what the ladies they wear. You have a tracksuit, you have trousers, t-shirts, footwear, boots, flip-flops, sandals, shoes, trainers, accessories, and belt, cap, hat, leggings, gloves, scarf, and you have ties, tights, jewelry. The jewelry is what we call Okay, hello.
Hello.
Yes, good evening. My name is Michael, so you must be Natalia.
Ye-
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, Natalia, how are you?
Okay, fine.
Okay, so and we have a new person today. This is Natalia, Svetlana.
Yes, hello.
Yes, hello. And you have Igor. Yes, hello, Igor. How are you? Okay.
Hi, do you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Igor. All right, so today, so like I said earlier on, the title of the topic was Mr. and Mrs. Clark and Percy. And now, from the very first picture that you saw that I talked about, so you see it's all about clothes. And now, if you look carefully, you see that, these are just some words and phrases. They're all talking about clothes, different types. Your jackets, your jeans, your shirts, short, skirt, and many more. If you go to the second page, it's still the same thing. Your sandals, your shoes, trainers. Now, uh, if you come down to the bottom, you have what we call, you see a word, this is a verb, you have wear. Now we use this word, it's really common and it's very useful in English, referring to clothes. Now, I want to wear clothes and jewelry. For example, to wear a hat, to wear your sunglasses. So we use wear. I want to wear my shirt. I want to wear my earrings. I want to wear a hat. We use wear. Now we use carry. Now this is talking about your bags or you have your case. Your briefcase, the one you used to go to the office. We say carry. That's the word here, carry. To carry a bag. Now, we take a look at the next one. It's talking about dress. This is talking about to describe the kind of clothes people wear, to dress very well. For example, you have someone, let's say your friends, or maybe your colleagues at work. You say, I like the way he or she dress. They dress very well. So it means with no object. You're not talking about anything. It's just talking about the kind of clothes that people wear, and if they have good taste in dressing. Okay, so Svetlana,
Yes.
Natalia, not me,
Yes.
Svetlana. Yes. Um, okay, today I want just we're going to talk about you know a little bit of clothes. And from the list, can you see the list on my computer screen?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Svetlana, could you tell me how do you usually dress to work? And you can choose any of these words talking about clothes to describe yourself.
Describe who describe?
So you're going to you try to tell us the kind of clothes that you usually wear to work, and what you wear when you're not at work, when you come back from work.
I usually wear mm, dress.
Okay.
And sometimes trousers and sometimes shoes
Okay.
and mm, shirt
Right.
and top
Top. Good.
and sweater.
And sweater. Okay, so it means that when you're going to work, you have to dress formal. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And usually when you're relaxing at home, like because we have a lot of different type of clothes here. What do you do? How do you dress to relax at home?
I wear mm, maybe leggings and shirt
Okay.
at home.
All right. Okay. And now, okay, thank you. So, um, Natalia,
Yes.
yes, yes, this is Romanchuk Natalia, yes?
Нет.
Oh, yes. Okay, we have Korsak Natalia and Romanchuk.
Yes.
Okay, so yes, Romanchuk Natalia. Yeah, can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Hello, Natalia? Can you hear me?
Романчук.
Yes, Romanchuk. Maybe
Наверное.
Yes, Romanchuk. Can you hear Natalia? Can you hear me? I don't think she can hear me. Okay, Natalia. Yes. In the last, can you hear me, Natalia? Now, Korsak, Natalia. Okay, good. So, in the last class, we tried to get to know a little bit of each other. And now I want you to take a look at the first page. It's talking about uh, vocabulary for clothes. Okay, these are just some of the words and phrases. How do you dress to work? What are your favorite clothes that you wear to work?
We have a uniform, and I always wear trousers, black trousers, and orange t-shirt
Okay.
in my work.
Okay, in your work. So it's this is what you must wear at work. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, very good. And when you're not working, what is your favorite clothes to wear?
Uh, I like wearing a dress.
A dress. Okay. All right. And what about when the weather is when it's cold?
Oh, I prefer wear
To
a cardigan or sweater and
okay.
trousers or jeans.
Yeah. Okay, very good. Okay. Igor, yes, can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay, Igor, so could you tell me what is your favorite clothes to wear when you're going to work? How do you dress to work usually?
I usually wear trousers or jeans and a shirt or cardigan.
A cardigan? And when the weather is cold, how do you dress?
Mm, I wear more warm jacket
hmm Okay, warm
and
jacket. So,
yes.
mhm. And so when you come back from work, so usually, and you want to, let's say relax at home, how do you dress?
Mm, I wear only shirts.
Okay, only shirt.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And so I want us to now what we're going to do is now we're going to proceed. We're going to go further. And Romanchuk, can you hear me now? She can't hear me. All right. So I'm seeing one more person. I would like to talk to other people. Let's see if they can hear us. Daria, hello, can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay, hello, Daria. How are you? Yes, hello, Daria. Can you hear me? Hello. Hello, Daria. Okay. Uh, Ekaterina, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear.
Okay. Hello, Katya. Now, I want you to tell me, Katya, how do you dress to work? Now, from these words and phrases that you see here.
I dress to work, jacket,
Okay.
uh, skirt,
Mm-hmm.
maybe dress,
Mm-hmm.
blouse, and mm, seldom t-shirt.
Okay, seldom t-shirt.
No.
Okay. And when the weather is cold, how do you dress?
Coat, uh, cardigan,
Mm-hmm.
um, uh, um, Jacket.
Yes.
Jacket.
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 Okay.
And that's it.
What about, what do you call this that you wear on your hands? What do you call it in English? What is it
Hand.
called?
My hand. I wear перчатки.
Yes, I know, but in English, what is it called?
In English, I
Gloves.
don't remember what.
Does anyone
Gloves.
remember what it's called?
It's
What?
it's gloves.
Gloves.
Glove.
Yes, gloves.
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 Glove.
Thank
All right.
you.
Very good. Okay. Now, we're going to proceed, and I want you all to take a look at. We're going to look at page 2. Now, we've talked about some of the way you all dress when you're going to work or when you're at home, and we have a few words which I'd like us to remember. Now, if you look at the first one, we talked about wear, where you use wear for clothes and jewelry. Does anybody remember what jewelry is? Jewelry?
Драгоценности.
Pardon?
Bijuteria. Bijuteria.
Украшения.
Yes, украшение. That's what it's called. So don't forget that, this word, jewelry. Jewelry is your украшение. And now,
Earrings.
yes, earrings also is, it's part of your jewelry.
Ring.
Rings also, yes, it's your part of your jewelry. Rings,
Bracelet.
necklace.
Necklace.
Pardon?
Bracelet.
Your bracelets, right? Also, these are all part of your jewelries. Now, for the ladies, when you're carrying your bag, we say carry, okay? Carry. We use carry for bags. For the men, if you're carrying your briefcase, you say carry also. That is to carry a bag. Now, dress, like I said, talk about the kind of clothes people wear. That is to dress very well. Now, we're going to go to, I want us to take a look at now the next one. Now, we're going to look at, it's talking about present continuous. Now, this is one of the, this is a tense that we use with an ing form of a verb. And if you look at a few examples we have on this page, I am working, you are playing, he is talking, she is living, it is eating, we are staying, they are sleeping. And now we have many uses for present continuous to talk about. And if you look at the first one of the most common uses of the present simple is at the moment of speaking. For example, what are we doing now? We are learning English language. It's an example of present continuous. And you have some examples here also. For example, I am just leaving work. I will be home in an hour. Please be quiet. The children are sleeping. So I want you to look at this sentence, the two sentences. The first is, I am just leaving work. I will be home in an hour. Please be quiet. The children are sleeping. Now, another use for present continuous is you talk about future plans or arrangements. Do we know what future plans are? Anyone?
I'm going to.
Yes, very good. Anything else? What about arrangement?
Может быть,
Аргумент.
М, Arrangements это точно, как планы на будущее, которые точно произойдут.
Аргументы, да?
Not arguments, but so Igor, you were given an example. So we're going to look at it a little bit. Now, for example, going to is still the same thing as this is talking about your plan, a decision that you have made already. Okay, when you say Mary is going to a new school next term, your next term is talking about a new semester, the next semester. For example, it says, what are you doing next week? Another way we use present continuous for future plans and arrangement is when, if, for example, I say, I want you all to listen to this. I am meeting my friend John tomorrow at Nemiga. No, in Nemiga at 10 a.m. and it's 10 in the morning. I am meeting my friend John in Nemiga at 10 a.m. Does John know about this meeting? Does my friend John, does he know about this plan?
Yes.
Very good. Yes, he knows. Why? Because it's a plan that we have made. I have already told John.
It's arrangements.
Yes, an arrangement that we made together.
Договоренность?
Exactly. So that's what we use present continuous for also. Another example is wedding. Your svadba. You know, when you say, oh, my sister is getting married on the 7th of July, 2020. That's an arrangement, present continuous, to talk about something that is going to happen, a plan that has been made. Okay. Now, we're going to look at questions. Now, you look at, I want you to take a look at this page. Here you have am, is, and are in front of the subject. Now, you look at the first one. It says, are you listening? Are you listening? This is how we make questions with present continuous. Are they coming to your party? When is she going home? What am I doing here? You see, am, is, and are, they're always in front of the subject. The subject in the sentence, you have you have they, she, and I. This is how to make questions in present continuous. And then we go to the next one. You have negatives, okay? Yeah, we look at the first one. Now we look at negatives. Now, how do we make negatives? It's by putting not or not in full form after am, is, or are. For example, here you have I am not doing that. This is not in full form, so it's just contrast. In full form, it will be I am. not doing that. You are not listening, or you aren't listening, or you are not listening. And then you talk about the next one. They are not coming to the party. She isn't going home until Monday, or she's not going home until Monday. Now, the difference between these two is here's the negative, and here is just how to make questions. But here in the negative is still talking about some of the question is based on decision that they have made, things that they have decided to do. Now, we come to stative verbs. Now, with stative verbs, we don't normally use the continuous with stative verbs. Now, stative verbs include verbs of thinking and feeling. For example, when we say play, play is an action verb. But if you look at these verbs here, you have believe, you have dislike, you have know, you have like, love, hate, prefer, realize, recognize, remember, suppose, think, understand, want, wish. We can't use these verbs in continuous form because they are not action verbs. They are verbs that are called state verbs. And so they are always in this form. Now, if you look at verbs of the senses, when we say verbs of senses, we talk about what you can see, what you can smell. So that is, we call it verbs of senses. Taste. We taste with our mouth. So which is why we have taste, smell, and look. Now, I want us to look at the next one. Now, we talked about state verbs, which was here. And as I said, we can't use them in continuous form. Now I'm going to show you how we can use it with another tense. So we're going to look at page 6. So what do? We use the simple, present simple, which is what we can see here. I understand you, not I am understanding you. That's why you have the line, because it's incorrect when you use this sentence. Now look at it. This cake tastes wonderful. We can't put ing. It's wrong. Now, what in other forms we can use present continuous is to talk about something which is happening before and after a specific time. If you look at this sentence, it says, at 8 o'clock, we are usually having breakfast. Now, I want you to look at this usually. Now, it's talking about something that happens often. Maybe it's talking maybe every day, or at a specific day, or at some periods of the week. Maybe it could be Monday, it could be Wednesday, or it could be Friday. But it's something that happens often. That's why we use usually, not once, but regularly. Now, when I get home, the children are doing their homework. So I want us to pay attention to this, to look at it carefully. Something which is happening before and after a specific time. That's why the first sentence, at 8 o'clock, we are usually having breakfast. The second, when I get home, the children are doing their homework. Now we look at the next one. We say temporary. Does anybody know what temporary is? Hello?
Hello.
Igor, could you tell us, do you know the meaning of the word temporary? Maybe Svetlana, can you help us?
No, I don't know.
Okay. So for
Что-то
everybody,
временное.
yes. So for everyone who is listening, that's the meaning of temporary. So you have something that is not permanent as временное, temporary. An example of temporary says, Michael is at university. He is studying history. Michael is at university. He is studying history. He's not going to study history forever. So it's for a period of time. That's why we use ing. Look at the verb, study. It's an action verb, which is why we have ing. He is studying history. You come to the second one. I am working in London for the next 2 weeks. Also, we think is temporary. Now, I'll give you another example. Did everybody get an SMS about this program? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, very good. When was the dates that they said the program will end? Does anyone remember? Okay, so let me repeat myself. Everybody, yes, received. You all got an SMS, okay, about this new platform. Now, and on the SMS, it was written when the program is going to end. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, very good.
Yes.
That is an example of what we say temporary. Okay, because it says from this date to another date, a certain period in time in the future, we're going to have this program. So that's when we say temporary, something that is not permanent. Now, we're going to look at another example, present continuous. Where you want to talk about something which is new and contrast that and is different with a previous state. For example, you usually hear this phrase from people about something new that is happening. It's like we say trend. I think in Russian it's probably the same thing. Now, a lot of people, as we're all working, you all have your mails. Says, These days, most people are using emails instead of writing letters. Okay, so it means that in the past, a lot of people were writing letters, pisat pismo.
Мгм.
Now, a lot of people are using emails. Mail.ru, Gmail, Yahoo Mail. That's example of your email. And then you come to the next one. It says, what sort of clothes are teenagers wearing nowadays? Does anyone know who teenagers are?
Молодежь.
Yes,
Подростки.
Подростки.
yes, exactly. Those are your teenagers from 13 years old to 18 years old. They are teenagers. Says what sort. When we say sort, it means what type of music are they
Мгм.
listening to? That's what it means. Then you come to the next one. It says something which is changing, is growing or developing. For example, the children are growing up quickly. The second one, the climate is changing rapidly. Does anyone know the meaning of rapidly? When we say rapidly,
Не знаю.
Rapid.
I don't know.
okay. When we say rapidly, it's still the same thing as quickly.
Быстро.
Yes, Bistra. If you look at when we say climate, climate is
Климат.
pardon? Yes, Igor?
Улучшается, может быть?
Yes.
Yes.
Быстро.
Yes, it means the climate is changing rapidly. That's what it means. So I want you to write it down. When you see rapidly, it means quickly. When we say your English is improving, it means your English is getting better. That's what it means. Your English is getting better. Now, you go to the next one. Something which happens again and again. This is talking about actions that keeps repeating itself. Look at the first one. It's always raining in London. It's always raining in London. You think about something. Example. Now you think it's actions that happens from time to time. They are always arguing. It's always raining in London. They are always arguing. Or it's always cold in Russia during the winter period. When it's winter, it's always cold. George is great. When you say George is great, it means he's a an amazing person. He has a very good character. He's fun to be with. When you say someone is great, he is always laughing. Look at it, always. The regular
Да.
action, something that's repeating itself. Okay. And now we come to the last one. Now, 1 second. Now, it's talking about what we do. Where is it now? We normally use always with this use. That's why I said always. They are always arguing. is always laughing. It's always raining. Look at the three sentences. Something which happens again and again, always. Now, you look at, we're going to do a little bit of revision. I'm going to repeat it over from the beginning, and then we're going to take questions, okay? Now, from the very first page, we talked about some words and phrases. For those who are just joining us, yes, someone is having problems with their mic. Just a second. So check your settings. Now you look at the first page, you have, it's about clothes. And then you have, like we said, just some words and phrases, your jeans, your short. If you look, you're talking about your jacket. You know what a skirt is? A skirt is for the ladies. A skirt. It's
Юбка.
not a trouser. It's not a short. So a short is for the men. Skirts is for the ladies. So юбка.
Юбка.
Yes, that's the skirt. Now we go to the next page. Talking about flip-flops. Does anyone know what flip-flop is?
Шлепанцы.
Exactly. Perfect. Now, and you have your suit. Your suit is your costume, you know, the one for the men you wear. Even the ladies, they have it too. Your sweater is still your sweater you wear when you're feeling cold. Top is for both for the ladies. You have your tracksuit. What is a tracksuit?
Спортивный
It's
костюм.
Спортивный костюм.
exactly.
Мгм.
Your trousers, your shtani, you have your t-shirts,
Мгм.
you
Майка.
have your boots. Footwear is what you wear on your leg. You have your sandals.
Обувь.
Yes. Shoes, your krasovki, which is your trainers. And you come to accessories. We call these accessories because it's talking about things that you use with your clothes, your belt, remain.
Ремень.
Yes. You have your cap, you have your hat,
Кепка.
Шлем.
leggings.
Шляпа.
Does anyone remember this? Gloves.
Перчатки.
Перчатки.
Exactly. Very
Перчатки.
good. And your scarf.
Шарф.
Шарф.
Your
Шарф.
tie.
Галстук.
Very
Галстук.
good. Yes. Tight.
Колготки.
Колготки.
Okay.
Колготки.
And jewelry.
Украшения.
Good.
Украшения.
And your earrings.
Сережки.
Сережки.
Okay. Necklace.
Подвеска.
Колье.
Колье, ожерелье.
So it's the one women, they wear necklace on their neck.
На шее колье.
Колье,
Yes.
ожерелье.
And your rings, very easy.
Кольцо.
Кольцо.
Everyone wear rings. Also for the married people. Even if you're not married, we wear rings too. And you look at the first one. Always remember, we use wear for clothes and jewelries. I want to wear my shirts. I want to wear my jacket, jewelry, to wear a hat, to wear sunglasses. We'll talk about carry for bags and cases. Dress. When you say dress, you say, oh, he has a great sense of style. Or how do you say it in Russian?
Хорошее чувство стиля.
Yes. Talking about dress. You use dress. Now, we look at this one, the page 3. Now, 1 second. Now, this is talking about some certain words. When you say pose as a model, it's for those who like to take photography. You go, what do you call this? One second. When you get a photographer and he decides to take professional photographs of you, and the photographer tells the lady to pose, like a model as pose. Get divorced. You know the meaning of get divorced?
Развестись.
Yes. Expect a baby.
Ждать ребенка.
Так, ребенок.
Yes. Successful?
Успешно.
Yes.
Успешно.
4-2. Где вы эти слова знаете?
Okay, so let me put it like this.
It's considered to be good.
Okay. So we look at this one. It's talking about prepositions of place. Okay? Predlogging. If you look at it, you have the first one in places, which is in the room, on the left, on the right, next to, in the middle of the painting, under the chair, on the floor, in front of, or in the vase. But the most important thing that for you guys, all of you, for ladies and the gents, to remember today is the first one, which we talked about. And all these are just some talking about clothes, accessories or jewelries, your belt, your hat. And then you come to page 4. This is talking about present continuous, how we can use them. And it's the basic, one of the most basic uses is, talking about what is happening at the moment. I am working, you're playing, he's talking, she is living, it is eating, and the future plans or arrangements. That's what it's talking about. Remember, so Mary is going to a new school next term. What are you doing next week? How to make questions. Are you listening? Which is you put am, is, or are in front of the subject. We look at the first sentence. Are you listening? Remember, listen is a verb, action verb. So you have ing, you have are, and then which is in front of the subject, which is you. You, they, she, and I. They're all subject in the sentence. We come to how to make negatives. I am not doing that. You are not listening. They are not coming to the party. You talk about stative verbs. When we say stative verbs, verbs of thinking and feeling. These are the most common ones that a lot of people use, but there's so many more. But this is the most common one. Believe, love, recognize, understand, want, wish, just some examples. Now, and then we go to the next one. How we use the present simple for verbs of state verbs. I understand you, not I am understanding you. It's very important to remember this one. This cake tastes wonderful without the tasting. We also use it to talk about something happening before and after a specific time. At 8 o'clock, we are usually having breakfast. When I get home, the children are doing their homework. Okay, and we talked about something which is new and that has a difference with something happening before. These days, most people are using email instead of writing letters. What sort of clothes are teenagers wearing nowadays? What type of music? So when you see salt, it's still talking about type. What type of clothes? What type of music?
Support.
Yes. And you look at this one, it says something which is changing, is growing or developing. The children are growing up quickly. The climate is changing rapidly. Your English is improving. So when you say improving, you say, oh, you are getting better. What is happening again and again? It is always raining. They are always arguing. He's always laughing. Now, we're going to try to take some questions. So, I'm going to ask a few people in the group, and I can see someone. Just a second. So, Nadia, can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Okay, Artyom, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay, Artyom. So this is Michael once again, and today we talked about mostly the focus was on the clothes, and before we talked about continuous, present continuous, and the simple. I want you to tell me how do you dress to work?
Usually I wear a suit on
Okay.
my work, but in free time I like to wear the t-shirts and shorts.
Okay, so you like to wear t-shirts and shirts and
Yeah,
shorts.
shorts. Yes.
Okay, and when the weather is cold, how do you dress? What do you wear to keep warm?
Um,
Oh, okay. So let me get
uh,
the question.
Я понял вопрос.
Okay.
When weather is cold,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I wear ring. No, I wear jeans and jacket,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe gloves.
Gloves. Very good.
Gloves. Yes.
Okay. All right. And now, Artyom, how do we use how do we use? mm, I would like you to use an example of present continuous to make something in the future.
Can you repeat your question?
So I want you to try and use present continuous, okay,
Yes.
to make some sort of future plans or arrangement in the future.
Uh, um,
And you understand the question?
Можете на русском перевести?
Okay, so I want you to take a look at, don't worry, just take a look at the page 5, okay?
Page 5 in workbook?
No, no, just look at the screen. Can you see the screen?
Yes, I see screen.
Okay, very good. Now, we were talking about future plans, okay, or arrangement. Because my
Да,
role is
будущие планы и обязательства.
exact.
Или обязательства, да.
Yeah, so just plans or arrangement. So try to make a future plan or arrangement with present continuous.
Uh, Now I'm listening my teacher, Michael Cooker.
Okay,
Yes.
but that is activities at what is happening now. Okay, let me put it this way for you. Do you have any plans after for tomorrow? What are your plans for tomorrow?
Uh, my plans for tomorrow are learning English and maybe improving my English for the grade level.
Mm-hmm. So this is what you're going to say. So for future plans, since you said you want to, is talking about learning, you say, I'm going to learn,
I'm going to learn.
or I'm going to study English tomorrow, okay? Because it's
Okay.
tomorrow, and
Yes.
it's what you have decided to do. Okay, thank you.
Thank
So,
you.
Natalia, uh, Korsak. Yes, so Natalia, uh, could you tell me what are your plans for tomorrow, or should I say after the English class?
Tomorrow I'm going to meet with my friends in cafe.
Okay, you're going to meet with your friends. Okay,
In cafe. Yeah, in cafe.
okay, very good.
Today, after my studies, I don't decide what
Okay, or
mm,
what you will do.
I don't have any plans now.
Okay, very good. So everybody, you did well done. So the thing is, I want you all to know that when you say going to, okay, is correct also. But another way, since we're talking about future plans or arrangements. So if I say I am going to meet my friend John tomorrow, it's correct. Tomorrow I am meeting my friend John at Nemiga in a cafe. Going to meet tomorrow. I am meeting my friend tomorrow. It's the same because it's a plan, a decision that I have made. Okay. Svetlana, what about you?
Tomorrow, I'm going for a walk with my dog.
Okay. And all right, very good. Um, how often do you go for a walk with your dog?
Um, I'm going twice in day
Mm-hmm.
for a walk with my dog.
Okay, very good. Uh, Eagle? Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, Igor,
Yes. Yes.
do you have any plans for tomorrow?
Yes. I'm going to work.
Mhm.
I'm walking with my puppy.
With your
No,
father?
pup, puppy.
Yes, okay, your father. And after English class, do you have today? Do you have any plans?
I don't have plans after English class.
Okay. What about you, Katya? Hello.
Hello.
Yes. What are your plans after English class today?
I don't have English class today.
Okay. And do you have any plans for tomorrow?
I have plans tomorrow. I um, cooking breakfast
Okay.
for my family, and I working to forest,
Mm-hmm.
working forest, and I watching TV, reading books uh, tomorrow.
Okay. Very good.
This is my plan.
Okay, your plans. Okay.
Mhm.
Um, Romanchuk, Natalia. Can you hear me? Hello. I can't hear you. I cannot hear
She
you.
can speak.
She can't speak. Okay.
Yes.
Зора, ты что прикалываешься?
All right. Margarita, can you hear us?
Yes, yes, hello.
Yes. Hello, Margarita. How are you?
My name is Margita.
Margita. Oh, okay.
Margita, yes.
Okay. Margita. So, Margita. So we're talking about, first of all, we looked at some words uh, regarding clothes and how do you usually dress to work?
At work I have uniform. I have
Okay.
to dress, shoes, and колготки,
Дай.
tights.
Tight.
Tights. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And what is your favorite uh, how do you dress when you're not working? Your casual wear.
I wear uh, jeans, shorts, skirt.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, do you have any plans after English class today?
Yes, after class I'm going to cook.
Okay. You're going to cook. Oh,
Mhm.
very good. And what about tomorrow? Any plans?
No, I haven't any plans. Uh, I'm going to read book.
Oh, what kind of book are you going to read?
And now I'm reading Tolkien.
Tolkien
Lord of the
Властелин.
Rings?
Yes, yes.
Oh,
or Lord of the Rings? Is it in English?
No.
Okay. All right. Is this book interesting?
I'm sorry.
Is
интересно.
Интересное.
is
Oh,
the book
yes, yes. Very interesting book.
okay, very interesting? Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Thank you, Magita.
Thank
So
you.
we're going to take another person. This is Vol. If I can't pronounce your names, pardon me. Uh, George, Diogi. Yes.
George, okay.
Hello.
I, I hear you. George. I'm George.
George. Yes. Hello, George. How are you?
Hello. I'm fine.
Yes. So, George, we're talking about first of all, did you were you at the beginning of the lesson? Did you start the lesson with us?
Can you repeat? I don't understand.
Okay, so let me try to speak a little bit slowly.
Okay.
Did you start the lesson with us?
I don't stand with you. I start this lesson late.
Oh, okay. So you were late. Okay. All right, George. So we were talking about clothes. Okay.
Okay. Then.
So how do you dress to work, George?
I wearing uniform on my work.
Mm-hmm.
This is uniform suit and ну, там специальный костюм.
So it should be, you say special
Special suit,
clothes or
special clothes. Yes.
uniform. So let me write it. Just a second. We say special. Just a second.
Комбинезон.
So special clothes or uniform.
Yes.
Okay. And so you can say usually because it's an action that happens past Diana. So I usually or I often. 1 second. Or I often wear. This is how you should you can start your sentence. Okay, so what about after work? How you dress? Yes, George. Hello.
Hello. Yes.
Yes. How do you dress when you're not working?
I usually wear t-shirt with trousers and jacket. T-shirt, jacket, trousers.
Trousers?
Trousers.
Здорово.
Штаны.
Pants or trousers? What, right?
Trousers. Michael?
Потерял.
Я его сломал?
Да, затаился, сейчас будет.
Подскажите, вот то, что сейчас на экране, это находится в учебнике или это какой-то
Нет.
у него личный материал?
Это его личная запись, наверное.
Мгм.
Не знаю.
Это уже какое, третье занятие у вас или
Второе.
второе? А что-то задаются? Ну, вообще
Нет.
задавал?
Сейчас кто говорит вообще? Не могу.
Он говорит, что на следующем занятии будем проходить, и типа надо...
Нужно подготовиться, я понял, хорошо.
Ну и там в курсе есть какие-то же тесты, какие-то тоже материалы.
А кто-то делал вообще курс? Ты начинал?
Нет.
Ну, в нашей группе начинали.
Я не знаю, кстати, я когда пытаюсь войти, у меня вообще получается, что нет задания. Я даже не могу пересмотреть вот этот вот...
Вот нужно в поддержку написать, они обнулят. Вот у меня тоже до сих пор только сегодня в 6 часов занятия, мне только в 15 минут прислали.
Так вот у меня-то с собой занятия за час прислали, потом за 15 минут. Но никакие тесты, я ничего не могу войти и сделать.
Нужно обратиться в поддержку.
Спасибо.
Ну, написать в Вайбере, у них есть... Сейчас я напишу ссылку в общем чате.
Ой, да, напишите, пожалуйста.
Okay, so ladies and gents, can you all hear me?
Yeah?
Yes.
Hello.
We hear you.
Okay, so for those of you who are still having problems, okay, or difficulties with getting into this platform, or or you can't see the materials, you should you can write them at support on Telegram, and I'm going to tell them after our class today, because we have a list of your names and your details. How many of you are having problems with getting into the platform?
I don't have any test.
You don't have what? Pardon?
I can only webinar.
Okay. Only the webinar.
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Anybody else? What about you, Svetlana?
Кто-то что-то говорит или все молчат?
Я вообще не понимаю, тут тесты какие-то будут?
Так вот, у меня тоже I don't have any tests and exercises.
In
Okay.
platform have any test or no?
So there is supposed to be a test, okay, that you should after the lesson that you do, and then we will get some feedback, your result of the test, so that way you see your answers. So yes, after the lesson, there's always a test. So you do the test, and then you see your your results immediately. Once you finish the test, you get your results. There's always a test after the lesson. Does anyone do this test?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And also there is so like I said, if anyone is having...
Преподаватель сейчас говорит? Я не
Да.
слышу.
Да.
А я не слышу. Почему-то вас слышу, а его не слышу.
Так напиши.
So if any of you is having problems, like I said, with the platform, you can't see the test, or with the webinar, after today's class, I'm going to tell them. Artyom, can you hear me? Yes, hello.
No, he don't see you.
He's not hearing me,
Yes.
but I can hear him. I can hear him. Okay, I will send his name to support also, so they can help him. Wait 1 second. So I'll try to write his name. So it's Artyom Zubovich. Okay. So did anyone? What have we learned today? Anything new that you learned today from today's lessons? Yes, Katya, learn anything new today?
Today we learning. Today we learning. Present.
We learned.
We learned. Today we learned.
Yes.
Present.
Continuous.
Continuous and in the future. So present continuous and
Okay,
present
in the future.
continuous in the future.
Okay.
And repeat
So
the close.
clothes. Yes. All right. Igor.
Yes.
Yes. Did you learn anything new today?
This topic, it was this topic was in past time with our preview teacher.
Previous lessons.
Yes.
Что опять он пропал?
I don't know.
Опять Майкл отвалился.
Ну да, я не
Какие-то
слышу.
загрузки
А у
медиа.
нас занятие 1:20 или сколько?
Ну, вообще, да.
В прошлый раз было час,
Ну
по-моему.
да.
Может, просто занятие закончилось уже вот как раз.
Ну так, а как бы обычно логический конец есть для занятия.
Да, он просто вылетел опять.
Да, я думаю, так и есть.
Может, не успел. Время вышло.
Ну, мы скоро об этом узнаем.
Yes, of course.
Ой,
Может,
нас
кто-то
там-
знает? Вот он рассказывал про stative verbs. Я так понимаю, это глаголы, которые не добавляется ing форма.
Да, да.
Верно?
Да.
И смотрите, вот look, там было слово look, looking,
Да.
это ж, ну, используется.
Но looking это выглядеть. Ну,
Ну, I'm looking for, нет, я ищу что-то.
может быть, это в какой-нибудь другой связке. Может быть, которая предполагает собой, вот как decide, там вот такие вот всякие, когда мы изучали, что есть только инговая форма. Ну, а именно в continuous не потребляется, потом узнаем. Возможно.
Возможно.
It depends.
Everyone. So,
Oh, right.
what I'm going to so today, so for today's lesson, I want to say thank you all for coming online today. I know that for some of you, it's maybe you might have some difficulties in joining the webinar, but thank you all for coming today for today's lessons, and see you guys on Wednesday, and have a good evening and be safe.
Thank you.
thank you, goodbye.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you.
Very much. Yes,
And,
have a
Good
good
evening.
Can we have
Yes.
any questions?
Yes, sure you can. If you have any questions, you can.
We have homework or
Okay.
another.
All right. Yes.
What kinds of homework we must to do?
Okay. I would advise you that how to get the homework so you guys can see. I want you to look at present, this future plans and arrangement. And these materials, I think that you can see it if you log in to your site. So I'm going to talk to the support about it so that you can be able to all see this homework on your student platform for the lesson that we did today. There's a short homework to do. And if you cannot see it, then in the next class, then I'll make sure that before Wednesday, everybody should be able to get this homework that I'm talking about. So you can see it on the student page. Does anyone else have any questions?
No.
No.
I have one question about stative verbs.
About what?
About stative verbs.
Okay, yes.
You say that believe, love, dislike, hate, know, prefer, like, realize don't use ing form.
Yes.
Always.
And look, sorry, слово look can use ing form. I'm looking for.
Yes.
Why this word right in your table?
Okay, because for example, this looking, we can use it both in, this is what we call, I think in Russian, is исключение, exception.
Exception. Appear, look, smell, taste. It is исключение, да?
Yes. So we have.
Thank you.
Yeah, you have look, you have. You can say having also. For example, if someone say, "Oh, what are you doing?" I am having my lunch now.
Yes.
Also have. Yes.
Understand. Это тоже исключение? Слово.
Pardon?
The word understand.
No, understand is a state verb. We can't put ing.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. That's all.
Okay. No problem. I hope I answered the question. Any other question?
No.
No questions.
Okay. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, so take care of yourselves, be safe, and have a good evening.
Thank you.
Thank you.
On Wednesday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
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 Bye.